Hey, it's one thing to have pancakes. It's another thing to have pancakes when you're making them with your own homegrown peaches. Because if you've had homegrown peaches before, you know, nothing in the store really compares to it. Maybe at a farmer's market in summertime or something like that. But let's have some, I think we're gonna do some waffles today. I think that's what we're gonna pull out the old waffle maker. We're gonna put in some peaches and have a real flavor sensation. And we're gonna talk about this and that, some purchases, some other stuff this morning. So let's get into it today. Well, I guess we're not having waffles this morning, guys. I don't know where the hell the waffle maker went. I don't know. You would think in a small place like this, none of this shit would ever get lost, but that is not the case. But what I'm going to do is open this up, and I'm going to pull out about maybe a quarter of a cup of peaches, and I'm going to add it to our batter here. This Hungry Jack wasn't bad. A cup of mix and 3/4 of a cup of water. A little less water because there'll be a little juice that gets picked up from our homemade, our home canned. I don't know why you think I was drinking last night at the ball game. I didn't have anything to drink at all. I promise. So, let me get set up. Let me get the batter made. I'll scoop out. Want to always hear that. You always want to hear that vacuum, and you always going to want to give it a smell to make sure it hasn't gone bad. All right, let me get this together, then we'll pluck some nice peaches, and we'll talk about stuff while we're cooking here this morning. I'll also have a chance to grab a cup of coffee, right? Because I deserve it, that's why. Now I'm going to add my peaches. You can see I got my mix here. I'm going to go ahead and spoon some peaches. The color is really glorious here. Not a ton of them. I think that'll be good for a single batch. I'm going to also use a little bit of the juice in there before I go ahead and add the water. I'm going to refrigerate this immediately, these peaches. Putting the lid back on. Now I'm going to grab some H2O here. And I'm going to work this up. I'm going to use what's called I don't even know where the Danish whiskey is. I don't know. Do I got, oh, here it is. I got somebody breaking in here at night stealing my stuff. All right, we're going to start with a little bit of water there. And we're going to use, if you've never used one of these before, these are amazing Danish whisks here. I love them. You just get it started a little bit. Leave it to the Danes, right? Add a little bit more. Meanwhile, the peaches are all getting incorporated. If you like a very cakey, pancake, which I really don't, that's what kind of turned me off to pancakes in Vegas. They had these pancakes that were like almost just thick, like, I don't know, Johnny cakes or something. They were kind of crazy. I make them a little, I want to make sure that the dough kind of pours here. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. And the more you incorporate it, the better it's going to be. And you got to let your batter stand a minute too, okay? Before you go firing it into the skillet. And make sure you have a well-seasoned skillet too. This is really beautifully seasons. It almost, you can just feel your hand just slide across the bottom of it. All right, okay, I really got to get my coffee now before I lose my mind here. And let's start putting a little heat to this. Hopefully nobody came in and stole our Pam no stick spray. All right, there we go. That should get us off to a good start here. And I'll see you guys when we get up to temperature, and I got my coffee. Here I go. I got my coffee. Let's get that here. Don't be afraid to get your pan really hot, your skillet, okay? You do fire a little bit of water on there. And you don't want to do anything till that really sizzles on there. So this is ready to go. It's rested. I think it's going to be good. It's probably enough for two days. I don't know. I couldn't find my measuring cup, so you know, I just fire in the hole, baby. Oh, that coffee's good today. Yeah, I went to a baseball game last night, and it was really wild. It really got me to thinking about how nice that is to depart from the real world. How beautiful that is. And by the way, if you enjoy the sound, I am wearing the Rode wireless mic here for better audio. I have the windows closed too. I also took the frame rate down on the videoing on the GoPro to 24 frames per second from 60 frames, which the slower the shutter opens and closes, and of course 24 times a second is a lot slower than 60 times a second. That lets more light in with each frame. So we're still trying to get used to using the GoPro and making some adjustments. Let's throw a little more on here. Yeah, we're dancing. Hear the sizzle? The sizzle that satisfies. All right, let's drop this. Give that one final stir. We're gonna put one in the middle here. And I like to make sure that that works out really well and spreads out pretty good. We're gonna grab a plate too. Fall allergies, aren't I lucky? God knows what I'm allergic to, always grass. But anyway, I go to a baseball game last night, and I'm sitting there and I'm thinking to myself, and we're getting into a little philosophy here this morning. I'm thinking to myself, wow, you know, people are always like, oh, I hate sports, you know, I can't get into sports and all that stuff. But I really thought to myself sitting there last night watching the game, spoiler alert, we did win. I will have the video coming up later. But nobody was thinking about politics. Nobody was thinking about their jobs and stuff like that. Everybody was just focused on the game, and whether you were 4 years old, 3 years old, or 95 years old, it was amazing. Nobody was, you know what I mean? It's just, it's like, no wonder people like sports, because they can put all that crapola aside, go into a stadium. Yeah, they may not like the other team or whatever, but they're united in their love for the game, and it really is, it's really the last frontier, you know, because movies have become all political now, right? The Snow White has come out, it's been shelved. They're building all of this hype about that, so you'll go see the movie when it finally comes out. It's all a bunch of BS. You go to see a sporting game, like a baseball, is still pretty cheap. You can pay $10 and sit on the lawn, or you can, you know, we had nice seats down at field level, as you'll see. But, you know, you're having a blast there. So this is looking pretty doggone good, as you can see. So I'll see you guys when we're all fired up here and finished up. I think I should be able to just pop another one down here. Sit down and enjoy. I'll talk about some of the other stuff I picked up too. All right? Promise? Yes. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe and hit the bell for all notifications. As you've noticed, the content is broadening out again after narrowing down to live streams and things like that. Love you to be a part of it. Hit that subscribe button, that bell for all notifications, and let's get it on. Let's see, we got our napkin, we got our Aunt Jemima. Oh, I'm not allowed to say that anymore. Poor Aunt Jemima. Everybody loved her. Look at this thing's so gooed up the top, it's just, the whole thing comes off, right? I guess I'll get with the program here on the new and improved. But I thought to myself, wow, look around this stadium. Everybody's having such a good time. Yeah. It's good to be a winner and everything. But that wasn't the thing. It was just like nobody was a Democrat, nobody was a Republican, and they're independent, and this, that, or the other. Nobody was talking about debates and assassinations. And I thought, wow, no wonder people love sports. I already got a bite with the peach right off the bat there. Absolutely fantastic. But that's really, when you think about it, sports is like the very last thing that we can escape. The crap, can't do it in movies anymore. Like I said, it's like the last thing you can do to escape in the world. So, man, this is good. Anyway, the boss got me a nice hat. I'll show you that in a future thing. But, you know, going out, starting up the fishing and crabbing and adding that repertoire to the channel, I needed some shoes that are safe to walk on the shore. And I have monster-sized feet here. And these shoes came from Hawaii, from Oahu. And when I used to be shore fishing in Hawaii, I really hurt my ankle slipping on some coral, slippery rocks and stuff. And now, the bottom of these is like a neoprene. You can't really see it, but it's like it's like a special kind of carpet or material in here. And you wear these things, they zip down the side, and you slip these babies on, and these things give you a great grip on the rocks. I was shocked. I never slipped again because I really tore my ankle up. But that's it's a sea sports, and it came from Oahu. And it's about the only place I would trust, because a lot of guys get injured. They slip on the rocks, they fall into the ocean, they knock themselves out, or worse, sometimes somebody kills themselves down there. But yeah, these have a special neoprene bottom, and this, you wouldn't think so, but these things really grab the rocks at the bottom there. So if I'm gonna be fishing from the rocks, which is problematic in itself, and yes, you'll want to be a part of that going up then, right? There's always the high risk maneuver. Anyway, guys, it was fun hanging out with you this morning. I'm going to go ahead and finish up me pancakes here. I'm going to be working on the video from the baseball outing. We had a good time at the Texas Station or Texas Roadhouse. Didn't get steak last night. That might surprise some of you, but we had a really good time. And then at the ball game and everything. And spoiler alert, we went to 3 games this season. We won 3 games, so it was no wonder you're happy, Roosevelt. No wonder you're happy. All right, guys, I'm going to close it out. Please hit the thumbs up. Let me know what you think of the GoPro, if you have any questions about that, or the sound system I'm using today. Make sure to leave it in the comment section, and let me know if you enjoyed this morning's sort of philosophical vlog here. All right, take care, everybody.